Hello, my wolves and witches. Step inside the Luna Wolf Woods of Wisdom, and thank you for joining, everyone. Please do hit subscribe. And today we are on day 22 of Ethony's hashtag 31 Days of Tarot vlog challenge. So as you can see, I'm testing out a new angle for doing the video, so you can let me know in your comments what you think of this new angle format. Do you like it better, or do you prefer something a little bit closer to the side? Okay, so let's get to the challenge question. So today's challenge question was, are there any decks that give you the heebie-jeebies? Okay, so I'm just going to be flipping through a deck as I talk, so you have something to look at. This is the Primordial Tarot deck by Los Scarabeo. So I was thinking about this, and there's not really any decks that really turn me off that much. I would say any decks that have pip cards I don't really like, and I would not purchase decks with pip cards. I don't like decks that have like a comic book style to it. The only exception to that is the Teen Witch Tarot deck. I believe that's also by Los Scarabeo. I do like that one, but generally speaking, I don't like my tarot decks to have a comic book art style. Like I think the Dark Mansion Tarot has that comic book art style. I don't like that. There's another one, I think it's the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. I do like Edgar Allan Poe, but I didn't buy that deck because of that art style. So something else that I tend to steer away from is decks that I guess are geared to like decks that have a lot of pictures of kids in them, or teenagers. I usually tend to stay away from that, except for the Teen Witch Tarot, which I got for the purpose of working with teenagers. And there's another one I got to use with teenagers as well, but that's an oracle deck, and I can't think of the name of that one right now, but I specifically got those two so that I could work with teenagers. But aside from that, when I'm using tarot for myself, I don't usually use decks like that. I prefer my decks not to have nudity in them. Like this deck does have a little bit of nudity, but not much. And I guess with this deck, there's only a few cards that are like that, and it kind of goes with the theme of the deck, which is, primordial instincts, kind of like the caveman era. So you pretty much have to have some nudity in a deck like this. It's to be expected, I think. What else? I don't mind animal decks. I'm okay with decks that have clowns in them. Doesn't bother me. I do have some of those Lucy Cavendish decks with the people with the big eyes, the kids with the big eyes. I'm okay with that, but I wouldn't want to collect too many of those decks. I've got one which is Les Vampires, and that's kind of like enough for me. What else? I don't like gore in my decks, so I know there's some scarier decks out there that kind of are centered around, a horror type of theme. I'm not into gore or blood oozing out of people. I don't like to see that. Likewise, I don't like to see animals injured or hurt in the cards. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I tend to stay away from Lenormand decks. I haven't used them, so You know, I wouldn't say they give me the heebie-jeebies, but it's just a style of deck that I don't use at this point in time. Maybe in the future. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't like zombie decks. I stay away from that because, like I mentioned before, I don't like gore, I don't like blood, so therefore I tend to stay away from zombie decks. Yeah, aside from that, I'm open to a lot of different styles artistically. So I'm pretty open and flexible and easygoing. So there you have it, just a pretty quick video. So looking forward to seeing what you guys think, and if there's anything out there that really turns you off deck-wise. So I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow.